last week. You talked a lot about Dillon's defense on Wemby. How do you feel tonight about his defense and then the defense in general?
I think it was good, more of the same. Other than some, ticky-tack fouls there he got off the ball. I liked his pressure on him, push him off the spot. It really held him down first half. Him and Vassell both had 2, and he got to go in a little bit there, but to hold him to 13 points and Vassell 6 was a great job, and Dillon kind of was a spearhead as far as that again. But our switches, our attention to him, making the other guys have to prove it and beat us, which some of them did for a minute. Sohan and Jones hit some shots that kind of kept them in it, but main thing was taking out those 2, and I think we did a good job again.
Jock had a huge impact tonight in so many different ways. What did you like the most about his game?
Energy and pace he plays with. It's really different. The screening, all the dirty work, all the little things that don't always show up. Setting great screens and getting on the glass, finding the right spot. And, so his pace is really good. He's a guy that has to sprint the court, run up into pick and roll, hard dive. If they don't have anything, he has to run up and do it again. So it takes a lot of energy and effort. But that's what he kind of made his name doing, and it's been really good the last 5-6 games.
You mentioned Jones hitting shots, kind of like in Portland the other night. You're going to play the odds and help off of a guy who, in his case, a 30% three-point shooter, figuring not going to hit 8.
Yeah, he hit 4 in the first half, and they only had 5, so we felt like we were doing a good job with the others. But after 1 or 2, I would say 2, maybe 3, you start to recognize, and we did a good job in the second half, kind of getting there and not making them take dare shots. And so Sohan hit a few, and then we had to readjust there as well. But the main thing was taking care of the 2 that can really beat you and put up 30-plus a night, and I think we did a good job there, and the others came back to life.
Is this going to have to be sort of the formula for a while without the out? It may be always the formula, but to really defend and keep a team close to 100?
Yeah, I think it gives us more options without Alpi there. That's the only benefit, I would say, that we can get to more switching and more aggressive stuff. But, and then we have to find different ways to score. And so as much as we can get stops and get out and run, it's going to, pay dividends to play in the open court. And just figuring out different ways to use different guys. I think you saw him setting screens a lot with the 5 men on him. Jabari can pick and pop there, and then Jock came in and did some of the things that Alpi does. So the low post scoring will be missed, no doubt, but others will step up and contribute like they did tonight.
Talk a little bit about the final few seconds and the strategy and how y'all were able to execute getting them to the free throw line rather than giving each the shots.
Yeah, I think it's something that we've worked on and done quite a few times this year, and it's worked well for us. We want to take away that the only shot that can beat us, and our denials were really good to force them to catch the ball facing away from the basket, and they're not going into their shot. Probably could have took another second or 2 off the first one with Fred, but I think the last one was great with all our denials. We forced them inside three-point line, and Amin was there on the catch, forcing Vassell to take that dribble, and so he could take the foul. And so pleased with that. I think anytime you have to do it 2-3 times and make free throws, get the ball inbounds on the other end, I think that takes some practice, and I think we did a good job tonight.
I'm sorry, I don't know if you talked about it, but Jay Sean Tate, just his ability to make little pass defensively, and just kind of gave you a lot out there, especially defensively.
Yeah, we got guys missing, obviously, and when you got a guy like Wemby, we feel we have 3-4 really solid defenders we can throw on him, guys that are undersized that can climb up in him and kind of take him off his spot. And so he came in and did some of the same things that Dillon was doing, Jeff as well, Jabari at times. And so, we felt like we could wear him down a little bit, but also be physical without fouling. And I think for the most part, other than Dillon, like I mentioned, we did a good job. And Jay Sean came in and did a lot of what the others were doing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's a tennis game.
Haven't played in a while. It's pickleball.